The remit of the modern DSC system in the Commons, as stated by the man given credit for its formation in 1979, Norman St. John Stevens, was to interrogate the powerful and hold them to account. Fundamental to this task was the creation of a culture of independence created by the working relationship between the cross-party group of backbenchers that form all 23 departmental select committees. This has been enhanced in recent years, with the DSCs now electing their chairperson, and hardly a day goes by when the committee does not report on some aspect of government policy, often in a critical matter. For instance, the Health Committee has been critical of the provision made for the elderly and the vulnerable in society. Whilst not having direct legal powers, they have the right to call for persons and ask for witnesses to appear, and those can come from both the government and from the wider society. For instance, since 2003, the chairs of all DSCs have the opportunity, via the Liaison Committee, to cross-examine the Prime Minister for over 3 hours in detail about the course and conduct of government. In recent months, the Culture and Heritage Committee scrutinised James and Rupert Murdoch over the hacking scandal at News of the World. The Treasury Committee, amongst others, has been allowed some pre-legislative power, which indicates that along with their ability to choose the topics they wish to investigate, such as the Health Committee inquiry into the defective breast implants or PIPs, and the degree to which the Health Minister might be required to intervene. Although not having any direct control over appointments made by ministers, there have been attempts to question appointments such as that of Professor Edwin made by Vince Cable to head up the Office of Fair Access to Universities. Furthermore, the government promised to implement in full the recommendations of the committee into the running of the Commons, led by then Labour MP Tony Wright. These include giving backbench MPs more say over the schedule of the dates, amid criticism that ministers were becoming too dominant. So, the Backbench Business Committee was set up in 2010. It meets once a week to decide what subjects will be debated by the Commons in time not allotted by the government or the opposition. This amounts to at least 27 days in the parliamentary session. The real influence of DSCs lies in the fact that as experienced backbenchers, they will have their hearings televised and often reported, and thus have the potential to keep ministers and their officials on their toes. They can demand papers and persons, and whilst not having the power of subpoena failure to attend or failure to answer is often the source of embarrassment, as when James Arbuthnot, Conservative chair of the Defence Committee, criticised the way in which the MOD were cutting military jobs quicker than civilian jobs.